Conservatives have long waited for this moment, a chance to make lasting change on the Supreme Court. On the other hand, though, Democrats worry that years of protections for minorities and some of the country's most vulnerable, they could get overturned. What is realistic, though? Byron Henry is a Dallas attorney, a constitutional scholar, and he is in studio with us. Good to see you, man.
Good to be with you.
Let's talk about some of the things I've been reading online. I've already seen predictions that everyone worries that Roe v. Wade will be overturned in perhaps 18 months from now. Is that realistic?
Well, on the left, they're saying, of course, abortion is in the balance with this choice. And on the right, they're saying that the left has been saying this for 40 years and it's never happened. So even when there's been a majority of conservative justices on the Supreme Court. So that's going to be a political battle. But the bottom line is that the last time Roe v. Wade came up for a vote in 1992, it was a 5-4 decision. So it's not. I don't think it's exaggeration by either side that it's a close call every time it comes up.
Well, let me ask you that. With a solid conservative majority, if this next justice is that solid conservative, are any historic cases in jeopardy?
Well, whether or not they're in jeopardy depends on whether the court believes that all the factors are there to overrule precedent, like they did recently in the Abood case where they struck down the union dues, which was a 40-year-old precedent.
That was last week.
That's right. And Chief Justice Roberts has generally been one of those who is reluctant to overrule standing precedent. Even though he joined the majority in that case, it's rare. So most people think that with Kennedy leaving, Chief Justice Roberts will become the middle of the court, and you're going to have to convince him to overrule precedent before it's going to get done.
Well, I want to ask you about that. Chief Justice John Roberts sided with the liberals, the Democrats, in Obamacare. Neil Gorsuch just sided with the liberals last week in the deportation cases. Who's a swing vote now, or are these just isolated cases? Do you think Roberts is a swing vote?
Well, as Justice Kennedy used to say, he's not a swing justice. The cases are the swing. In other words, each case to Justice Kennedy was specific on its facts. But if you're looking for a swing justice, I'm not sure there's going to be one. There's going to be 5 conservatives and 5 avowedly more liberal, different view of the Constitution. But I do believe there's going to be a median justice, and that justice probably is going to be Chief Justice John Roberts, which is going to be the focus of if the right overreaches to overrule precedent or ask for more extreme interpretations or more cramped interpretations in some cases of the Constitution. I think he's the justice that most of the focus is going to be on.
He might be the roadblock.
Yes.
Before we came on, we talked briefly about who might be in line. Don Willett, former Supreme Court Justice, now on the 5th Circuit. His name was kind of out there, too. Who do you think has a good shot right now?
Well, former Supreme Court Justice Don Willett, now on the 5th Circuit, certainly just went through confirmation, so he's already been through confirmation. He only received 51 votes, but he's obviously a top choice, and he's got the unique feature of being kind of a man of the people. He's got a huge following both in and out. I mean, how many circuit court judges have hundreds of thousands of Twitter followers? But once you move off Justice Willett, you've got a host of young judges that have recently been confirmed, a few of whom received Democratic votes. And remember, there's about 7 or 8 Democratic senators up for re-election in November that come from red states or Donald Trump states. So I believe that he should focus on someone who's already been through Senate confirmation, been vetted, and maybe even picked up a few Democratic votes in the process.
And we'll likely see a name before too long, I presume.
Yes.
We'll come back and check with you on that, too. Thank you so much, Byron. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.